Top 10 Best Movies of 2023. 10. Movies of 2023. 10. Passages. It's impossible to get through life without messing a few things up, but how much messing up is too much? At the center of Ira Sachs' sometimes funny but also piercing passages is a self-centered filmmaker played in a dazzling performance by Franz Rogowski, who windmills through life with reckless. 9. Dreamin' Wild. There are two types of people in the world: those who view rock and roll dreams as small things you eventually grow out of, and those who never stop living them, even if they confine their dream time to the spiral grooves of sides and be Bill Pohlads. Dreamin' Wild, based on real-life events, and star. 8. Are You There, God? It's Me, Margaret. Movies dealing with the specifics of women's experience are still a relative rarity on the movie landscape. How many studio execs are going to leap at the chance to finance a film about the onset of menses and, by suggestion, its lunar twin, menopause, featuring a superb cast including Rachel McAdams? 7. Killers of the Flower Moon. To watch Lily Gladstone above. In Martin Scorsese's Killers of the Flower Moon is to recapture a thread of history that has, until recently, eluded most of us. Scorsese has made a somber, poetic adaptation of David Grant's account of how a group of greedy white men systematically murdered numbers. 6. Past Lives. In writer-director Celine Song's stirring debut film, a Korean immigrant who has built a life for herself in Toronto and New York greedily reconnects with the childhood friend she left behind years ago. Taeyu, her husband John Magaro, stands by, a witness to the subterranean crackle of their. 5. Revoir Paris. The brother of French writer-director Alice Winocour survived the 2015 terrorist attack at the Bataclan Concert Hall in Paris. Unable to communicate with him as he hid, she had to wait to hear if he'd made it out alive. In Revoir Paris, Virginie Efira gives a shattering performance as a woman who sues. 4. Priscilla. Elvis is everywhere, even 46 years after his death. But what about Priscilla Beaulieu-Presley, the woman he met when he was a 24-year-old soldier stationed in Germany, and she was just a girl of 14? Sofia Coppola's film, adapted from Priscilla Presley's 1985 memoir, brings this story to the screen. 3. The Zone of Interest. The everyday things many of us want and need: plenty of food, marital companionship, a safe and comfortable home are the same things German SS officer Rudolf Hess, the longtime commandant of Auschwitz, and his wife Hedwig wanted for themselves and their family in Jonathan Glazer's ghostly A Scold. 2. Maestro. Pledging your life to another person is not for the faint of heart. Bradley Cooper's Maestro, less a biopic than a window into a complex, passionate marriage, is a modern rarity. An example of a starry, big-ticket production put to use in telling a truly grown-up story. Cooper stars as conductor and 1. Fallen Leaves. A tentative romance between a woman who's making the best of dreary workaday life, Alma Pasty, and a metal worker whose perpetual drunkenness keeps him underemployed, Juicy Vatanen, plus a dog who helps his human bridge the expanse between loneliness and the contentment of solitude. Those are the